welcome back. We are out on Friday the 9th of December, 9 days into our habit forming. So let's start with a wide stance and the ice skater movement, which takes us from one to the other. Slide, slide, side to side. This is looking good. We're going to start nice and easy. We're going to ramp up as we go through the next couple of exercises. And you may have picked up on the pattern that we've been repeating several of the movements, adding little flourishes, making some of them a little harder as we go, and embellishing on the simple stuff. Today we're going to do that with our plank exercises. So we're going to have a little play around and some embellishments with our planks. So that's where the focus of today's exercise is going to be. But before we get there, we've got our warming up to do. So let's switch from this movement into our toe touches, into our gorilla stance, into that lovely hip hinge, sticky bum out. Feel the back of the leg stretch. Feel that stretch ease as we go through the movements. Feeling like you can reach a little further with a little more ease each time. Almost like that tightness, that stiffness is melting away with a little bit of gentle persuasion. Let's do another 3 and 2 and 1. This is good. We're going to come straight down to the floor today. We're going to do a series of shoulder warm-ups before we get into the meat of our plank exercises. The first one will be a familiar start, the 4-point stance. From the 4-point stance, what I'd like you to do is to push the floor as far away from you as you can. So imagine you're trying to keep your chest away from a lit candle just underneath you. And then you're going to lower the chest back down toward the floor without bending the arms. And then push away and lower back down again. This might feel like you're rounding the shoulders at the top and letting them shrug to lower the chest toward the floor. This might feel very odd. If you've not done this before, it can take a few attempts at this for this to make sense, for you to be able to tap into what you're supposed to be feeling. But just go with it. Imagine you're shrugging and pushing the floor away from you, holding it at arm's length, and you'll feel the shoulder blades moving around the back of the ribs. So take this nice and steady. It might be a small movement to begin with, but even small movements work. So this is good. Let's do 2 and 1 of those. Before we go into the movement where we elongate out our stance a little, sit back to the heels, around the back, and then come up and over the top. Allow the hips to drop toward the floor, open the chest right up, as far as it's comfortable, a little stretch, a little wiggle, and then we sit back again. We're going to be alternating from one end to the other, nice and smooth, only as far as it's comfortable to do. And this is looking good. We're going to give this 3 stretches to either end. There's 1. Here comes 2. And I'm at the back of the last one. Roll it forward. Open up the chest. Here's the last bit before we're going into our plank exercises. So we'll start with the regular plank. Everybody knows this one by now. We start in the 4-point. We elongate it out a little bit. Dig a toe in. Hoover up the tummy. Other toe comes out. And here we are. We're planking for 4, 3, 2 and 1 before we drop a knee. A little stretch and a roll out, shaky shaky, into position again. From our box position, elongate it, dig a toe in, hoover up the tummy, other toe goes out, and we're now here for 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1 before we drop a knee and we rest. And we give it a bit of a shoulder roll, shaky shaky wrists, pinchy pinchies. Again, last time. Elongate out the stance, 1 toe, tummy brace, other toe, we're up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bonus 1, 2, and rest. Excellent. Now, as I promised, we're going to start playing around with our plank. The first thing we're going to do is change from a straight plank into a triangle-ish sort of a movement. Essentially, you're going to stick your bum in the air, and it's going to look a bit like this. Set up a plank, All the same stages as before, and then you're going to push the floor away from you, stick your bum out, and tuck your head in between your arms to hold here before rolling it on back and resting. Think you can do that? Let's give it a go. From here, elongate, toe, hoover tummy, other toe, and push the floor away from you. Drop the heels into the ground, tuck your head in between the shoulders, and 3, 2, 1. Coming back into a plank. Hold a solid plank, drop the knee, and rest. We can do that again, yeah? 1, 2, hoover the tummy, leg out. Back we go. Holding it here with the bum stuck out, with the head tucked in for 3, 2, 1. Hit the plank, rest for a second. Shall we go again last time? Here we go, elongated, tummy, tuck, other foot, pushing back, holding here for 3, and 2, and 1. Forward into our plank, rest with a knee. Give yourself a round of applause for a new exercise discovered, that was very good. Before leaping into action onto your feet, casting the net far and wide, big throws. That was good, wasn't it? Something new. It might have been quite difficult, it might not have been. You may have done something similar before, you might not have. We'll be doing it again, so you get more opportunity to practice. It's always fun trying something new. If it's not entirely successful, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that it might not be a perfect triangle. It doesn't matter that you might have to round your back a little bit. As long as you feel comfortable, not under too much stress, and it's not feeling like it's pulling apart a shoulder or something like that to get you into that position, then you're doing good. So let's keep this going with 3, 2, 1. Before we go wide stance, reach for the ceiling and the floor. Little stretch. Come back and go the other way. Let's stretch this one out from side to side with just a little pause for 1. A little pause, 1. This is nice. Smoothly does it. From side to side. Giving everything a little break. Because those planks can be quite tough, can't they? We're going to go once over here, once over there, into the middle, shuffle the feet together, and then we're doing our tap, 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 tap exercise. To the front, to the back, to the front, to the back. Tapping, 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 using our still leg for balance. That's where the work's being done, up in that hip. And in 3, 2, 1, change legs. Again, 1 and 2 and 3. Switching from back to front, focusing on staying nice and still through this stable stance leg hip. 1, 2, 3, looking good. Let's dial that up a bit with some side to side movement. So, stable leg, moving leg. 1, tap, bring it in. 1, tap, bring it in. 1, tap, bring it in. Let's try going the other way. Across the front, tap, bring it in. Across the front, tap, bring it in. Across the front, tap to the outside, tap. Cap that. Out and out, tap, back. 1 tap, 2 tap, back. 1, 2, back. A 1, 2, back. Looking good. 1, 2, back. It's like Strictly, isn't it? Let's try the other side. 1 tap, 2 tap, and back. A 1, 2, back. A 1, 2, back. A 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Let's try adding all these things together. So now we've got 4 points. 1 to the front, 1 behind, 1 to the side, 1 to the other side. So that's going to look like to the front, back, behind, back, to the side, back, this way, back. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go any way you like. as long as you get all 4 points in. You can go around the points of the compass, you can go front to back, you can go side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can tell this is being filmed in one take, can't you? Nearly tripped myself up there. That would have been for the blooper reel, maybe. For the Boxing Day special. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! And rest. Give yourself a round of applause for not falling over. Give yourself another round of applause for your plank exercises. I'll see you tomorrow. We're on a roll now. Let's feel it.